Good evening. I'm speaking with Charitha Herath, Senior Lecturer at the University of Peradeniya, activist and consultant to the Ministry of Mass Media and Information. Charitha, very warm welcome to the program. I'd like to begin by asking you, when you take a look back at your life, how is it that you ended up working with the media? I understand that you've spent some time abroad and you have also some involvement with politics as well. How did you come to end up with media?
Right, it's a good question. This is the first time that I was asked this question and to answer that. Actually, I mean, we were students of late part of this century and last century, and we were engaging with a lot of young youth politics at universities, and then kind of fortunate to getting into the university teaching career at Peradeniya. And I was actually doing political theories, political philosophy as one of my very identified area of doing postgraduate studies at the States. And after that also I came back to teaching at Peradeniya while involving with social democratic political platforms. Then one thing that I thought that we need to do is to participate and engage with ongoing political debate and ongoing political activities. Then I got kind of opportunity to engage with government policy related work at the Ministry of Media, even though
this government or
this government,
yeah, right.
yeah. Then I took that opportunity, and then I came to Colombo, and I am now working as a consultant. Even though I am not representing as a consultant Media Ministry in this debate, in discussion, I'm happy to engage with work their policy related matters.
Like you wanted to be introduced as an activist, but the question to me, and it is a broader question as well, because in my own conversations and discussions with the youth activists of today, there seems to be this apathy, this disappointment with the larger political culture and the larger political framework. And so there is this resistance to engagement and resistance to activism. You've been an activist. What compels you to keep doing that?
So the thing is now, like, if you don't have platform and if you are acting, if you are developing your activity, then to me that there is kind of empty work that you are producing end of the day. Then the activism with some political platform would be a kind of needed section of that particular.
And I asked this question of Uday Gamampilla as well when he was earlier in the series when I interviewed him, and I asked him the same question, which is that you don't find that, Charit, you don't find that political platform today. So
right now if I engage with this way, like that is the basic need, that is why you need to be in that platform, because if you can't, if it is not available at the given situation, then that is your duty, that is our duty to develop it, create it. That is a part of thing that we are doing. Now this, I mean, I mentioned you that social democratic political platform, where that democracy is there, at the same time citizens' participation is there. I mean, you can identify that now democracy is there with very high cost, but no participation from the citizens' side.
And why do you think that is, though?
There are a lot of reason for that, but I mean, regardless of I mean, going to that reasons, if you are thinking that is the main issue that you need to address, then one thing is to do is that you need to engage with that discussion. That is thing that beside in the I mean, staying outside from the platform and criticizing it or looking at it and observing it is the kind of general culture of youth politics right now, even in that time as well. But what I thought was, what we need to do is to engage and bring your new ideas and bring your new positionings to this particular ongoing debate and create kind of platform which people can engage and enjoy democratic rights.
In the present context, but not exclusively so, we have faced similar circumstances and similar contexts in the past as well. The expression of certain ideas and beliefs could lead to very dangerous circumstances in terms of personal safety and security. Now, if you are interested in creating an alternative political platform for engagement, how then would you go about creating that in light of that context, which is very dangerous for some people who would want to engage even?
Well, yeah, that's also a good question. Now, there are a couple of other issues that you need to, getting into this discussion. One very important thing is the ongoing conflict that we are engaging in last 30 years, particularly part of the terrorists in that whole conflict. Now, if a country face that kind of situation, that kind of engagement to a conflict, then there are some areas where you have to be very careful about that. I'm not saying that you have to shut your mouth and to stay at home. What I'm saying is, like, if national agenda becomes heavily involved with eradicating terrorism or fight against terrorism, or whatever the way that you call it, then there should be a valid expectation from engaged citizenship to that debate that they would also help that ongoing that cause. Actually, nobody respect, nobody allow, nobody agree with the terrorism. That is a kind of normal phenomenon. Then, if we all agree on that particular high level ground, then our all activities should go with that line. That is maybe the case that there are some issues arising on this issue, but still we need to rectify, we need to look at, we need to develop open space for people to engage and to develop their positioning to the discussion that is good for the country.
I'll come back to that, but I would like to ask you, how do you see the media in Sri Lanka today? Is it independent, impartial, fair, responsible, accurate?
No impartial, no independent media. No. I don't believe.
There never has been, or there is?
No. I don't believe that even phenomenon.
Okay.
No independent media.
You cannot have independent media.
You cannot have independent media. One. The second thing is, actually, what is the meaning of media? Like, there are, you can get textbook meanings for this thing, but to me, media is the intervention. The medium, that is the intervention. Like the developing platform for intervention. Then you have a second question, like, what type of intervention would it be? There would be different type of intervention, but that intervention should be limited by two means. One is the ethics, media ethics. The other one is law. We all agree on that two kind of levels. One is the ethical level, the other one is legal level.
What are you trying to govern or regulate if there is no independent media through ethics and the law?
No. What I'm saying is, there are laws and ethics.
Right.
Media are not independent. Then what? Any legitimate government is the representation of people's wish. That is the meaning of governments in democratic system. Then they have right to look at governing. They are the actually facilitators of that platform. Let me give you kind of example which I use to analyze this situation. Now look at road and vehicles relationship. I can't develop my own roads. You can't develop your own roads for your vehicle. We all are using common platform to use our vehicle to move. Now vehicles are ours, but roads are common.